Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be reporting about the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers or the Republic Act 4670 of June 18 in 1966. Number 1. Declaration of Policy Coverage. Section 1. Declaration of Policy. It is hereby declared to be the policy of this Act and promote and improve the social economic status of public school teachers, their living and working conditions, their terms of employment and career prospects in order that they may compare favorably with the existing opportunities of the other walks in life, attract and retain in teaching profession more people with the proper qualifications. It may be it being recognized that the advanced education in education on the qualifications and the ability of teaching staff and the education is an essential factor in the economic growth of the nation as a productive investment of vital importance. So, as what the section 1 stated, this Magna Carta for public school teachers is more favorable to the teachers, namely because it is for public school teachers. It is in this on the as we go deeper to this Republic Act, we will know how lucky and how blessed the teachers are when having the benefits that they have with this Republic Act 4670. Section 2, part title definition. The act shall be known as the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers and shall apply to all public school teachers except those in the professional staff of state colleges and universities. So this Magna Carta for public school teachers are only effective to those teachers who are teaching elementary and high school levels of education. But as we go to the tertiary level of education, these Magna Carta school teachers are not applicable or optional as they are both teachers. As used in this act, the term teacher shall mean all persons engaged in the classroom teaching in any level of instruction on full-time basis, including guidance counselors, school librarians, industrial arts or vocational instructors, and all other persons performing supervisory and or administrative functions in all schools, colleges, and universities operated by the government or its political subdivisions, but shall not include school nurses, school physicians, school dentists, and other school employees. So the teachers in some public schools in elementary, high school, and college are gi- are these are all this Republic Act is also applicable to elementary, high school, and college teachers that the in the schools that are run by the government. Recruitment and career. Section 3. Recruitment and qualification. Recruitment policy with respect to the selection and appointment of teachers shall be clearly defined by the Department of Education. Provided, however, that effective upon the approval of this act, the following shall constitute the minimum educational qualification for teacher applicants. So there are four. Number one, the first is for teachers in the kindergarten and elementary grades, bachelor's degree in elementary education or BSE Ed. For the teacher of secondary schools, bachelor's degree in education or its equivalent with a major of and a minor or a bachelor's degree in arts or science with at least 18 professional units in education. So these two are the qualification of the teachers. There are the other two. For teachers of secondary vocational and 2-year technical courses, bachelor's degree in the field of specialization with at least 18 professional units in education. So and the last is for teachers of courses in collegiate level other than the vocational master's degree and with a specific area of specialization. So these teachers are called master or doctor in the master's degree or masteral degree or doctorate degree of education. Provided further that in the absence of applicants who possess the minimum educational qualifications as herein, herein above, and provided the school superintendent may appoint under a temporary status applicants who do not meet the minimum qualifications. Provided that should teacher applicants, whether they possess the minimum educational qualifications or not, be required to take competitive examinations. So this one, they will be scored when they take this kind of examinations. Like for example, there's something that we call the ranking for teachers. With this examination, they are ranked according to their performance and the way they teach. Preference in making appointments shall be order of their respective ranks in said competitive examinations, and provided finally that the result of the examinations shall be made public, and every applicant shall be furnished with his scores and ranks in the said examinations. Probationary period. When the recruitment takes place after adequate training and professional preparation in any school recognized by the government, no probationary period preceding regular appointment shall be imposed if the teacher possesses the appropriate civil service eligibility. So with this, you have to take the civil service exam for teachers. It's either for teacher 1 or for prof 1, prof education. Usually, I heard about this, that if you take this civil service exam or civil service eligibility, you are granted to become a professor 1 or 2 or higher than it. Provided, however, that were due to the exigencies of the service, it is necessary to employ as a teacher as a person who possesses the minimum educational qualifications herein above set forth but lacks the appropriate civil service eligibility. Such person shall be appointed on provisional status and shall undergo a period of probation for not less than 1 year from and after the date of his provisional appointment. So if you do not meet this civil service eligibility, there's a tendency that you are still on watch with the teachers that who appointed you in that school. Section 5, tenure of office. Stability on employment and security of the tenure shall be assured that teachers and provided under existing laws. Subject to the provisions of the Section 3 hereof, teachers appointed on a provisional status for lack of necessary civil service eligibility shall be extended permanent appointment for the position he is holding after having rendered at least 10 years of continuous, efficient, and faithful service in such position. So, if you are appointed as a teacher in this in a certain school and rendered 10 years of service, there's a tendency that you will become a regular teacher in your assigned school. So 10 years or more, you are now called out an official teacher of a certain school. Consent of transportation expenses, except for cost and herein otherwise provided, no teacher shall be transferred without his consent from one station to another. So, if you are a teacher and if you don't want to transfer to other schools and you want to remain to the school you are teaching to, no one can transfer you forcibly or forcefully just because they wanted to. But if you wish to transfer to another school, you can transfer to another school with your own consent and with the consent of the management in the school. Where the exigencies of service required to transfer of a teacher from one station to another, since such transfer might be effective by the school superintendent, who shall previously notify the teacher concerned of the transfer, and the reason or reasons therefore, if the teacher believes that there is no justification for the transfer, he may appeal his case to the Director of Public Schools or the Director of Vocational Education as the case may be. So the if the transfer is unreasonable, the teacher can go to the nearest director of the public schools or the director of vocational education to submit his appeal of transferring him or her to another school without his or her consent. Pending his appeal and decision thereon, his transfer shall be held in abeyance, provided, however, that no transfers whatever shall be made 3 months before any local or national election. So, if there's an upcoming election, this transfer shall not be rendered or applied on a certain teacher unless the election has been done, so you can transfer a certain teacher to another school with his approval and consent. Necessary transfer expenses of the teacher and his family shall be paid for by the government and if his transfer is finally approved. So thus, with this, as a teacher, you have the privilege to get a free expenses for transferring to another school, and it will be paid by the government as as being said in this Republic Act. Section 7, Code of Professional Conduct for Teachers. Within 6 months for approval of this act, the Secretary of Education shall formulate and prepare a code of professional conduct for public school teachers. A copy of the code shall be furnished its teacher, provided, however, that where this is not possible by the reason of inadequate fiscal resources of Department of Education, at least 3 copies of the same code shall be deposited with the office of the school principal or head teacher, where they may be accessible for the use of the teachers. So, in this section 7, section 7 is somewhat about the codes of conduct of a professional teacher. Then they needed at least 3 copies, one for the teacher, one for the Department of Education, and one for the office of the principal of the school you are teaching to. That's all. Thank you.